Hi guys, it's Kiarko here, back with another speed build. This is a speed build of Mermaid Cove, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a cove on a beach for some mermaids. And this build was just kind of a random one that I did. I just realized I hadn't done any sort of like beachy build recently. So I went to this beach lot and just tried to figure out what kind of build I wanted to do. And this thing kind of came up, this Mermaid Cove kind of came up. And I don't know why. I haven't really like consumed any mermaid media recently. It was just, I don't know, cool idea I had. And there is some backstory to this Mermaid Cove. Like, for example, in a second, you're gonna see me putting some like bright purple lights in the bottom of this little rocky place. I don't know what you call that, but you can see me doing that there, which obviously looks kind of supernatural. And the reason for that is because it is supernatural, because they're mermaids, right? So they have like mermaid magic, I imagine. But the story for this place, basically, that I had in my mind, that I came up with, is that this particular Mermaid Cove is near like some sort of little village or something where people live. And those people have like a relationship with the mermaids, like they're considered to be like, I don't know if they would be like friends or if the people like worship the mermaids as like supernatural beings or something, but besides that point, I kind of had this idea that what's going on here at the Mermaid Cove is that the humans and the mermaids have some sort of deal, or maybe like some sort of ritual or some sort of like gift they give to each other, something like that, where the humans will bring a human baby to this cove, and then they have like a little ceremony with magic and stuff, and then that human baby is turned into a mermaid, or like is like given mermaid powers or something like that. And it's just like a little thing that they do every like 100 years. I say little thing, but it's probably like a big deal for this village, but that's what I imagine is that is the backstory. So this is a ceremonial place, if you will. It's where they're bringing human children to be turned into mermaids, or like given mermaid powers or something. So that's the very random backstory that I came up with for this Mermaid Cove. Let me know what you think, if you guys are fans of mermaids, I guess. I used to be really a big fan of mermaids when I was a kid. You know, I always, like whenever I was in pools or anything, I'd always pretend I was a mermaid when I was growing up and just like swim like a mermaid. I probably look so silly looking back, but you know, it was the fun thing I did as a kid. Let's see, what mermaid movies are there that I can think of? There's the one with Tom Hanks. Was it a Tom Hanks one? The one with Splash? I don't even remember what that one's called. Then there's like H2O. I probably have all these names wrong, but there's like all those, you know, mermaid movies of the early 2000s, late 90s. I'm not sure when those came out, but you get the idea. There's a lot of mermaid media out there, and you know, this kind of inspired by that, I guess. But you can see I'm just putting together this place which is behind the cove, and as you can see, the back of the cove actually does have a little bit of like an entrance there, you can see there. So that's where the humans would enter from the back, so that they can actually walk in the shallow water and be like in the water with the mermaids. So even though it's Mermaid Cove, it's a place where the humans can go and like meet the mermaids and like talk to the mermaids. And like I said, it's a ceremonial place, right? So it has a lot of like sacred value to these people, is what I imagine. So they keep it very pretty, obviously. You know, there's like the little archway over the entrance. You'll see me like set up a table for like a feast and stuff. It's a very, very beautiful place. And the humans will take out boats. You can see me putting the boats around the cove, so that they can watch, you know, the magic and the ritual take place as they turn human babies into mermaid powerful people, I guess. So in a second, I'm going to be putting like little lanterns and stuff on those boats, just to make them extra pretty and ceremonial looking. But as you can see, I'm just putting in some flowers and stuff like that, making this place really, really beautiful. I love these pink flowers. I have this like pink, purple, blue color scheme going on, and it's so beautiful. Like, this is such a pretty location, I think. But I'm just putting on some lanterns here on the boats now, as you can see. Just putting them on the boats, making them look cute and decorated, like people, you know, came out here with these lanterns for this like very sacred ceremony. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing a character build for this. I mean, this is a pretty short speed build, but I actually don't think I've ever played any sort of mermaid gameplay in my game. Just haven't gone around to it, actually, so I don't think I've ever made a mermaid and created a sim either, so that might be interesting for me and for you guys too, if you want to see that. Me create a sim mermaid video. Let me know if you'd be interested. But yeah, I'm just putting together, let's see, what am I doing now? Putting flowers on the boat, yeah, because I imagine that, again, it's a ceremonial thing, so they probably have like a lot of flowers and stuff as like, you know, to make everything look very pretty and cool. Obviously saving my game because I've lost full-on builds in the past because I didn't save and I was dumb, so, you know, whenever you see me save, it's just me being like, oh shit, I have to save, and I save really quick just to make sure I'm okay. I've literally lost power, like in my house has lost power in the middle of builds before, and I've lost like full-on builds, and that was devastating. So I try not to do that anymore, and I save my game a lot, so yeah. Anyways, finishing up like some of my greenery here, putting in more bush things. Let's see, now I'm gonna set up the feast table, because I imagine that there'd be like a feasting element, because like I said before, it's a very important thing to these people, so I imagine that they have like a whole celebration with it, involving, you know, food and eating food and stuff like that. So here's their little table. It's a very long table, obviously, because there's going to be a lot of people here, right? So I'm going to put some flowers in the middle, very much decorate and make it look very pretty. I love the color scheme of the chairs, like the pink and the green. It's really cool. I really like this build. This was such a quick one. It was very like random for me to do, and it was like, I wasn't even necessarily trying to make a build video. I was just kind of like messing around in The Sims just for fun. And it just kind of like came up, this little mermaid build, and it turned out really well. So, you know, it's nice to have little surprises like that every once in a while when you're playing this game. But yeah, here I'm just putting in, let's see, what am I doing now? Oh, I'm just gonna put some pottery around just to fill in these little empty spaces around the walls. Yeah, so just little bits of pottery in my color scheme. Cute, I love pottery, it's so pretty. And then, let's see, I think I end up putting in, yeah, I put in these string lights above the table just for more lighting and just for more pretty decoration. Isn't that nice with the blue color of the lights? I like that a lot. It's nice. And let's see, what are we doing now? Saving, of course, because we need to be careful. And now we're just gonna put in, let's see, I don't really remember, what else do I do here? I thought about like putting in like food and table settings and stuff like that, but I ended up not doing that. I just kind of like the table being pretty simple as it was. And then I do think I end up putting in like, yeah, a cooking pit. I'm not sure what this is called exactly, but it's what it is. It's a pit for cooking, so that's what they're gonna do there. And then gonna give them, let's see, these little bowls, which I thought were really cute. And then we're gonna put in, I don't remember, what did I do here? The build is almost done, so I'm trying to remember what was the last thing I did, but I don't remember. Oh, I'm putting in the crib. Okay, so that's where the baby's gonna be put, and that's where the baby is gonna be put after. So there's the pre-magic baby and then the post-magic baby crib, if you could see what I was doing there. And then I'm gonna put in another crib over here that's gonna be like in the water. For a second, I thought I was like trying to put like rose petals on the top. You could see me doing that there, but it just sat really weird. So instead I put in lily pads, which I still thought was very pretty. And then we're just gonna put in a little crib in the water, you know, where the magic ceremony of turning the baby into a mermaid is gonna take place. Which is it's such a random storyline, but I just thought it was really interesting. Maybe I'll do a let's play with that where there's a human turned into a mermaid and they're like raised on the island. That'd be so cool. Maybe I'll do a let's play on that. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. But here are my screenshots. It looks so pretty, especially like in golden hour and at nighttime. I think it's just such a beautiful spot location. But this will be on the gallery. Obviously I use some custom content, but you can check it out anyways. Just look for my EA ID, which is by Kiarko. And make sure to enable the custom content filter when you're looking for this slot, otherwise it won't show up. But yeah, if you bring this into your game, let me know how it works out. Anyways, as always, leave any comments, suggestions, recommendations for, you know, builds and stuff like that down below, because I listen to you guys, I love your recommendations, and I will be doing them, so yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.